It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, Stayed in great communication. And as he...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutz with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
89 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
64 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
From the 29, Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
From the 40 now on second down. Burrow, he's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
Down near the 20-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry for Harris. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. From the 29, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Hardman on the return. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Olszewski now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Forced out to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Burrow will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Herbert back to the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Burrow's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Herbert off of play action.
Pass complete to Harris.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Ravens have got it.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Burrow.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Burrow. This complete left side to Aguilar. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.